So the name of my Facebook page is Brain Health in a Brain Economy. I've had tons of different names and concepts that I was trying to, what would grab the essence of what I want to get across. A good friend suggested brain health in a thinking economy. So many of our jobs are connected to our brains instead of physical manual labor today. I was going to call it at one time for mental health from the vice principal's chair to let people know there's an education connection. The idea of the brain wellness in a brain economy is the statistics around brain illness are just astounding. A few years back, I was asking my doctor while I was seeing him for depression and anxiety, saying like, what's your percentage of people you're seeing for mental health issues? And back then, we're talking 7 years ago, he was saying it was over 50%. And like that was like a big eye opener that, wow, this is really affecting a lot of people. And more as we've spoken about brain illnesses and brain health and wellness, more statistics are available. And the most recent one is that the number one cost to companies and employers for people being off from work isn't broken legs, it's not the flu, it's mental illness, it's brain illness. The number one cost. The number one reason for decrease in productivity at work. It's not feeling crappy with the cold or the flu. It's mental illness, brain illnesses. And the stats are just alarming. If it was any other illness that had this large number of people living with it, like if this was a flu with this number of people having it, this would be an epidemic. But because of what depression is, and depression says suffer in silence alone, and it lies to you that way. That's from Sick Not Weak website. Depression lies that you're alone, you need to suffer alone. Because we do suffer alone, we're not getting the help. And so the brain wellness in a brain economy, there's a group in Kitchener, and it's called, you can check their website, I'll put a link up to it as well. It's the Plasticity Labs. Years ago, we were taught that our brains are kind of hardwired by 30 years old, and after that, it's kind of downhill. The brain doesn't regenerate and replace the cells, and if you have brain damage, it's you can't recover. And over the last decade or so, it's been proven that if I damage the right side of my brain in an accident or something, and it controls part of the left side of my body, that we used to, that left side of the body to be non-functional anymore. Well, if you have a physiotherapist or someone exercise the left side of your body, the brain's neurons on the left side kind of reach over to the right side and start working again, and you can get that back again. So that works both physically and with brain cognitive functions like memory and concentration, things like that. So this Plasticity Labs, Jim Moss, and I'm pretty sure it's Karen is Jim's wife. Jim was a lacrosse player from Kitchener-Waterloo, and he had some sort of an accident, was in the hospital. And when Jim was in the hospital, and he was also studying psychology at the time, so as well as playing lacrosse. So when Jim had the accident, when he was in the hospital, there was a nurse on the day shift, and when she was on, she had that bubbly, friendly, encouraging, there to help you kind of personality, and Jim could just feel himself getting better and healing And then, that nurse went off her rotation, and another nurse came in who didn't have those skill sets, and maybe had a little bit of the more snarky type of skill set. And Jim shared that he could feel himself regress in his physical healing from his injury. And so as he did some more research on that, he established the concept of, or shared the concept of being happy around other people can make them happy and can lead to health and wellness. And for those of us that are scientific, like I got that degree in kinesiology with a bunch of math and computer science courses. Like, you want to psychobabble me about, be happy and you'll be better healthy physically and all those things. That's so way out there. But it's such a simple answer. It works, and the toughest thing is getting our mind around it. So Jim and Jennifer Moss, I believe it's called the Happiness Project. And they go all over the world, and their business is making a difference. And they'll go to a company, and they go to some of the pretty big name companies out around the world, and they will meet with their staff and talk about the attitude of gratitude. So GrAttitude, gratitude. And in the morning, they teach people to take a big deep breath in. Think of something you're grateful for in your life. It's a beautiful sunshiny day today. I'm grateful for that. And exhale. Take another big deep breath in. I'm grateful for my family. And take another big deep breath in. Through the nose. I'm grateful that some of you are listening, and hopefully I can make a difference in your life like people made a difference in my life. So you do that 3 to 5 breaths in through your nose and hold it out through your mouth, thinking of something you're grateful for. And you practice that in the morning and do it at lunch, do it at the end of the day. 3 times, 4 times a day, do that. And what they find is the depression rate amongst employees, the mental health, the brain illnesses decreases dramatically. The staff absenteeism decreases dramatically. And productivity goes up for people that are able to go to work. Wow. Just by breathing in and thinking something you're grateful for? I'm sure our grandmothers told us to count our blessings. And our grandmothers knew things that we didn't know. And here we are, on a regular basis in your day, you can reestablish a habit. Instead of the habit of letting your mind worry about things that worry never fixes them anyway, or regret things in the past that you can't change, if you focus on positive things with an attitude of gratitude, you can retrain and reprogram your brain so that you can experience the joy and the passion for life again. And it's that simple. You replace the habit of worry with the attitude of gratitude. Big breath in, hold it, hold it. I'm pretty blessed in my life. Thank you for the life I have. That's all for now.